Hello guys, welcome back to Shaheen Group of Institutions CUET online class. This class is all about current affairs. I am Abhilash Poldas. Yes, in my previous class we have dealt with so many good topics, so many topic of the present importance: Chahabahar Port, Sagar Mala project, Bharat Mala project, and so on. Yes, now I have come up with the one more interesting topic, that is rivers in news. Every day we are studying the topics with respect to the present day's importance, and now the rivers, mountains, and the floods, earthquakes, volcanoes, everywhere, every all these natural disasters are taking place. So in my point of view, reading or studying the topics which is related in the present perspective is definitely important for the exams point of view. Yes, so today's topic is all about the rivers in news. So I have brought the rivers and its importance and its why they are in the news in the recent past, and what is the importance of the rivers when it comes to all the competitive exams. Yes, no competitive exam is seems to be very dull when you don't expect questions from rivers, mountains, and lakes, ponds, and all the water bodies in general. So expect at least two or three questions from the water bodies, be it river, lake, pond, estuaries, or the ocean, seas, or any waterfalls. So all these things can be expected in your upcoming competitive exams, especially even in CUT exam. When it comes to current affairs general test, uh, the the rivers which is in news uh, are the hot topics. There can be, see, there are so many rivers in India, in the world as well. But when it comes to India's perspective, so many rivers we have. But if we start remembering every river serial by serial, it is very hard to remember. It is very hard to know the every information about every rivers. Yes, so the smart learning or smart preparation is very important when you are preparing for the exams like CUET. So that is what I have brought, the few rivers and their importance. I will also explain their every details, the geographical area where they are taking place, where the birthplace, and where they are moving, and through how many states they flow, and at last where they are finishing their journey. So all these things will be discussed in today's class. So first of all, let me tell you, so India is a land which consists of more than 1,000 rivers. Yes, it has been mentioned in our the holy books also, the Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Gitas, and even in the oldest texts like the Indica, Megasthenes Indica also, it has been mentioned, and even in so many the Europeans history books they have mentioned. So India is blessed with the nature. India means the name itself has been derived. The name itself is derived from the river, that is in Indus. Yes, when the name India itself has got its name from the river Indus, then you just imagine how important the river are here, how important the rivers here in India. Yes, so rivers has been given always. Rivers always have been given importance in this country, and rivers have been always named after the women. That shows the women empowerment or the women's importance in this country. Hardly few rivers which are named after the men. For example, Krishna and Tungabhadra, all these rivers are named after the male. But apart from few rivers, major rivers are named after the women's. That shows the importance and the women's power, women's empowerment, and this country's philosophy, this country's legacy is clearly seen in the names of the river itself. Yes, so Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati, all these are the names of the women. that shows the importance of women here in this country. So when it comes to the main area, main topic, uh, uh, exams point of view, we have so many rivers. In fact, these are the rivers which are going on the news, which are the hot topic of the town. So we will discuss one by one. Yes, let me start with the river Chenab. Yes, river Chenab, it flows in Punjab. It starts its journey from the Jammu. It starts its journey from the Jammu, and thereafter it flows in the Punjab, and thereafter it reaches to the Pakistan. Right. So it is a tributary of Indus River. Chenab is a tributary of Indus River, no doubt, and its origin place is Lahore Valley, Himachal Pradesh. The largest tributary of Indus River, no doubt. As I told you, it is a tributary of Indus River. It takes place, birthplace of the Chenab is Lahore Valley, Himachal Pradesh, and from thereafter Jammu Kashmir, from thereafter Punjab and all. Okay. So why it is in news recently? Successful diversion achieved at the Rati hydroelectric. Yes, recently a hydroelectric project has been mentioned by the government of India. That is in very much news, and the project is still going on. Yes, the project is a hydroelectric project, generating the electricity from the water. The power plant has been constructed there, and it is still under construction. So that is why this river is in news. So there can be chances of asking a question on Chenab River. So remember its birthplace, and remember from how many states it is flowing, and remember is it a distributary or tributary of any river for that matter. Yes, then let me tell you what is the difference between tributary and distributary. Yes, here it is mentioned it is a tributary. Yes, the difference between tributary and distributary. What is tributary and what is distributary? The tributary is when you are tributing to some place. For example, when you are giving yourself to something, then it is called as tributary. Imagine if a river is flowing like this, and some other rivers are coming and adding into it. Some other rivers are coming and adding into this. They are joining this river. Other 2 or 3 or so many rivers are coming all together to join the particular river, any kind of river. So then these rivers are called as tributaries. They are tributing themselves to some other rivers. So this is a tributary of Indus. Chenab going and joining into the main river called as Indus. Then distributary, what is distributary? Distributary is when the river is flowing and some other river is coming out of it. The rivers, some small rivers are coming out of the main river. So it is distributing. Distributaries are those rivers which are coming out of the main river, whereas tributaries are those rivers which are coming and joining into the river. So a small difference, in fact big difference, the tributary and distributary. People usually get confused while reading the books, right? So tributary and distributary, don't get confused with these things. Yes, I hope everything is clear about the tributary and distributary. There can be chances of asking you the tributary of Ganga, the tributary of Yamuna, Brahmaputra, all these things we have already seen in our previous competitive exam, especially UPSC. Yes, I'll once again I'll once again start the class with the rivers. They are all the rivers, the major rivers of India. But when it comes to the rivers in news, so for today's lecture, only few rivers are in news, and it is very important as well. So I'll also deal with all the rivers of India in my upcoming classes. So there we will definitely discuss about the tributary of Ganga, tributary of Brahmaputra for that matter. Yes. So this is your Chenab river. For exams point of view, its birthplace is Lahore, Himachal Pradesh, and it is joining into the Indus River. And why it is in news? Because of the hydroelectric project. That hydroelectric project's name is RATI. RATIE. RATI. Then coming to the Bagamati river. Coming to the Bagamati river. Yes. So coming to the Bagamati river. This river is in the Bihar. This river is in Nepal. I'm sorry, I got confused. This river takes its birth in the Nepal, Bagamati, and a boat submerged in it. Yes, yes. Why it is in news? Recently we have seen a boat which has been submerged. Yes, so many people lost their life. It is on the transboundary river between India and Nepal. This river is right on the boundary of India and Nepal. It is on the transboundary, and origin is Shivapuri Hills north of Kathmandu. Yes, here in Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal, from there it takes place. It takes its origination where it takes birth, and from thereafter it flows towards India. Yes, it is right on the boundary of India and Nepal. Yes, it doesn't seem much important because it is very much important to the Nepal. And do remember, whatever we are studying for the point of exams point of view, so we cannot consider what is important and what is not. But in my perspective, the river which is purely related with India and Indian subcontinent, then those rivers are considered as important. Yes, so it can be important for some time. Then the next river is your Subansiri. Subansiri river it is also for the same reason. It is in the news for the same reason. Hydroelectric plant hit by a landslide. Very, very important. There can be a chance of asking this in your upcoming any kind of competitive, not only for CUET. It is important for every competitive exams. Please do remember one thing: whatever thing is going on news, for its bad or for its good result, there can be a chance of asking questions on it. And this is in news for some disaster, some bad news. Yes, recently a hydroelectric plant, a very famous and very oldest hydroelectric power plant, was hit by a landslide and it got submerged almost. You could have seen that in the videos or in the photos of newspaper or in the videos. The entire power plant was submerged under the landslide. A huge loss to the country. Yes, it originates in this river originates in the Tibet and flowing towards India, enters India through the Miri Hills. Yes, the Miri Hills are in Arunachal Pradesh. Yes, Miri Hills are in Arunachal Pradesh. Through that hills, it is entering into India. Yes, it is entering into India through the Miri Hills, Assam. Then it is a tributary of Brahmaputra river. Brahmaputra has so many: Subansiri, Lohit, and your Subansiri. All these are the tributaries of Brahmaputra. Yes, so this is one of the famous tributary of Brahmaputra. Probably there can be chance of asking the question on Subansiri river. Yes, please do remember this. Then coming to the next river, that is Siang river. Siang is in Assam, and no doubt Siang is in news for its large barrage proposed on it. The government of India along with the state government, both combined together, they have planned to construct a barrage, to construct the connectivity on this river, a large barrage proposed on it. Then it is a transboundary river between China and India. Yes, as I told you, Arunachal Pradesh has a boundary connectivity with China. It shares its boundary with China. That is why this river also falls on the boundary, and it has a connectivity with both the countries, China and India. Yes, then Brahmaputra in Arunachal Pradesh is known as Siang. I hope now you have got the real point of this river. I didn't reveal it until I read the last point of this river. Your Brahmaputra is known as Siang in Arunachal Pradesh. We have a different name for different rivers in different regions. Yes, later this river flows into the Bangladesh and it is called as Padma. The same river is called as Padma in Bangladesh. So don't get confused, because the rivers are named after their respective local slang, on their respective deities, on their respective uh, language. They have been named after, named in a different ways. Yes, okay. That is why Siang is called as Siang is nothing but your Brahmaputra river in Arunachal Pradesh. It is also in news for its good reason. Then Imphal. Imphal in Manipur. Imphal is the capital of Manipur. Then heavy fuel from the Lemkhong power station into a stream which joins Imphal river. Heavy fuel, and recently we have seen the fuel which has been leaked out from the power plant, and it joined the heavy the discharge of this power plant was drained into the river, and river became contaminated, and it became dirty only because of this chemical wastage from the heavy power plant. Yes, for that reason it is in news. And do remember, Imphal river is in definitely in Manipur, and northern hills of Korang in Senapati district, Manipur. Yes, its origin. Then contributes to a formation of Loktak Lake. Loktak Lake, as you all know about the Loktak Lake. Loktak Lake originates from the water of Imphal river. Yes, so this is also important for your exams point of view. Then here yes, Sukapaika river, very very important. Sukapaika river, the state government has decided to regenerate. Sukapaika river is in Odisha. It is in Odisha, and recently the Odisha government is planning to clean it, to bring up with some new ideas, plans and schemes which is related to river. They just want to clean the river for the domestic. The river can be very much useful for the domestic purpose as well as to the farmers of the states. Yes, distributary. It is a distributary of river Mahanadi. River dried due to development of Taladanda canal system. So okay, recently it dried, and it's got its unimportance only because of the dryness and because of wastages, the plastics waste, and company, the factories, the companies wastage has been drained into this river. That is why this river had almost dried up, and lots is important. Now the state government has thought of bringing some importance to this river, and they are doing their work for that matter. Yes, then this is also very important. Then coming to your Narmada river, very very important. Yeah, Narmada has always been importance. Narmada river has always been the major river, and you must know the importance, the information regarding the Narmada, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Kaveri, Godavari, Krishna, and so many the major rivers are there. Among the major rivers, the Narmada is also one among them. Narmada in fact divides India into two equal half. There can be questions. There were so many questions in previous exams. Which river which cuts India into two equal halves, or which river flows exactly on the mid of the India's geographical position. So this is the Narmada river. It cuts India into two equal halves. So it takes place here in the Amarkantak hills of Madhya Pradesh. Yes, takes birth here in the Madhya Pradesh in the hills of Amarkantak. From there it starts flowing towards the west. Very very important. Only few rivers, countable rivers, which flows towards the west. The Narmada river is one among them. Narmada, Mahi is also the river which flows towards the west side. Rest all the 99.9, and as you can go like this, 99.99 all the rivers flows towards its eastern sides. All the rivers of India flows towards the eastern sides. Hardly few rivers which flows towards the west side of the main continent of the country. And what can be the reason? Yes, first of all, you just remember the Narmada flows towards its western side, and it takes place in the Amarkantak of Madhya Pradesh. And why it is flowing towards its west? Because of the gorge, because of the valley created by the Satpura and Vindhyas ranges. The Satpura and Vindhyan ranges, they creates a valley towards the western side. That valley is giving a way, path to the river to flow towards the western side of the country. The valleys and the gorges, right? So I'll explain what is the gorge, what is the valley, what is the importance of Satpura, what is the importance of Vindhyas when we are studying the mountain ranges in news, right? So here, for time being, we are studying only the rivers which are in news, and for that matter, I am just giving you only that information which is useful for your exams point of view. Yes. So then, as I told you, Vindhyas and Satpura hill ranges. It flows between Vindhyas and Satpura ranges. I will explain you where is Vindhyas, where is Satpuras, yes, and the tallest hill of the Satpura, the tallest hill of the Vindhyas. All together, what is the importance of all these hills and all? We will study it in the Himalayas, the mountain ranges which are in news. Okay, at that point of time, we will discuss about these two hills. Okay, remember one thing, this is very, very important, Narmada river. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 rivers. So we have dealt with the 7 major rivers which are in news. There can be a possibility of asking the questions in your upcoming or whatever the competitive exams are, not only in CUET. Yes, you are preparing for CUET. Definitely it is useful for CUET, but remember one thing, all these information is also very much helpful and useful for your other competitive exams also. So here I am winding up the today's lecture, because every day, in every class, we will deal with the things whatever is important for the exams point of view, whether the information is large, whether information is short. But I prefer the short information, the short knowledge of everything is very, very important. Knowing something about everything is the key of all the competitive exams. Knowing everything about something is wrong. Knowing everything about something is wrong, definitely. I hope you are getting my point. Knowing everything about something is wrong, but knowing something about everything is very, very important. That is what we have known. Today we have got the information, something about everything. So all the rivers, and we have got to know something about every rivers today. We don't need to know every detail, every deep inside the particular river. If we are doing that, we will end up only reading 3 or 4 rivers, and the rest we will quit it. So that is the smart preparation is very important. So here the 7 rivers information is very brief, clear, and take notes of it and study for your exams very hardly, right? So till then, goodbye. We will bring some other important topics in my next class. Okay, bye.